It's Supercross champ, Motocross champ, Chase Sexton. What's up, Chase? How are you, man?
I'm good. How are you guys?
Thank you for coming on the show. Really appreciate it. Big news today. It finally dropped, and dude, it hit me a little weird. You on green, you know?
Yeah. I mean, I think everyone kind of knew that it was happening, but it took a while to kind of get it out. So, So far, so good. I think everyone. I mean, I don't know. From what I've seen, everyone kind of likes it, and I like how it looks. So
yeah.
We'll see in a few months.
I got some Carmichael vibes on Cowie, for sure.
I mean, that's good.
Yeah, I got some of that. But no, it looks awesome. The Alpine Stars stuff is great. Hey, by the way, before we get too far into this, Brent from Alpine Stars was just in studio for an hour talking about the Tech Air. I've been wearing it 4 or 5 times now. Have you tried it? What's your thoughts on it? Do you think you'll wear it more or less coming up? Like, what do you think of that thing?
I actually tried it back in, when was that, 2022 or 2023? It might have been, I think it was 22, actually. That's when they first kind of started doing R&D on it. And I tried it. It's pretty cool. It's very comfortable. It's just, for me, it's a little bulky.
Yep.
So I'm trying to get them to slim it down a little bit. And then, obviously, I think it works really well. The more safety you can have, the better, I feel like. So I think it's really cool. And I think for, like, somebody like riding local races or just like having fun, it's really good for somebody to wear it. And I mean, the safer you feel, the faster you're going to go. So yeah. I think it's a good thing.
Yeah, I haven't had mine deploy yet. I just got to go.
That's because you're not going fast.
I got to go fast.
I mean, the goal is to not to have it deploy. So I mean, that's a good thing.
The poor Jordan Smith. He was the demonstration at the MXDN. They did a big video demonstration. It was just Jordan. Poor Jordan.
I think he had it on when he crashed at
Seattle?
Arlington?
No. Arlington, he
Woo.
didn't have it on.
It was the on-off
he didn't have
where
it
he
on.
crashed.
He didn't have it on, no. Yeah.
But I think they had that little monitor they put on the back of our, because they've been doing this like research and stuff for this thing for a long time. They put these little monitors and like little trackers on the back of our chest protectors, and it tells the G-forces of like if you do crash. And I think the Alpine Star guy told me what it was, and it was like super gnarly. One from Arlington, he must have, he didn't have it on. So
yeah. Listen, how's the bike? Don't give us the usual bullshit. Like don't just how's the bike? How are we feeling?
It's been really good so far. It definitely brings back memories from when I was on Honda and like how. I mean, I haven't ridden going back, I haven't ridden a steel frame. I guess when I was on little bikes, but like growing up, I always rode Japanese bikes and then Yamahas when I got on the 250, and then I went to Honda. So I was always on an aluminum frame. And then now getting back on it after riding a steel frame, it kind of just brings back a lot of memories, and it feels good. It feels really playful, and I can move around on it. I feel a lot more like, I don't know, one with the bike. I guess you could say that. So I've only ridden it probably 8 or so, 9 times. But it's been really fun. The team's been great. Really good group of people to work around, and I think it's been good working with Brock and stuff. So I'm having fun.
Nice.
Yeah, I was going to ask you, Chase. Like, obviously going back to the aluminum frame, did you have to change much? Like, might be dumb to ask, but like even bar setup or anything like that, very similar to how you were on Honda or even to the KTM, like change much on that side?
Well, on the KTM, I started running this lower bar because I always felt like the bar was super high up in my face.
Is that what you ran, 821?
Yeah, 821, yeah. So I went back to whatever I was on. I don't know what that was. I was on a Honda. It's
probably 827.
827?
Yeah, 827.
Yeah, so I went back to that. And it feels normal. Like, it feels kind of how it should.
Yeah, it's a neutral bar.
And then, when I first got on outdoors, like, it's just crazy. Like, you lose I only rode a KTM for 2 years, but you forget on how, like, I guess what felt normal to me before, it kind of became foreign, which it's kind of cool. It actually was really, like I said, really refreshing to kind of get back on something that feels like home. And, just as far as, like, bar stuff, I kind of just went back to what I was running on Honda, and then suspension back on Showa, so it's good stuff. And I don't know, I don't have any negatives right now to say, but yeah, it's just kind of the start right now, so I'm right now it's super fresh and fun, and like I said, I couldn't be happier.
2-year deal? Do we know?
No, 3.
3-year deal. Okay, all right.
3 years, yeah.
Nice.
I mean, this move for me was kind of like I wanted this to be like a long-term thing. I really don't want to switch teams anymore.
Right.
So I wanted to be confident in my decision, and so I went with 3, and yeah, I'm excited. I think I've moved teams so much, and not so much, but the last couple of years I went from Honda to KTM and now here, so I like to really find a home, and like I said, it's been good working with these guys.
No, for sure. Now the Hawaii thing, like, okay, so we know you love Hawaii. How did this whole did Cowie just fly a bike there or ship a how did this thing come together? There's a Supercross track on the island. I don't know if you're going to base yourself out of there during Supercross. What's going on? How did this thing come together? Because it's really cool.
Yeah, it was super cool. So I got to test right before I came here. And then, so they shipped a bike over here prior to that. Yep. But it wasn't like, they just shipped, I think, whatever Jason was racing on. So they shipped that over here because it takes a while. If you ship it by boat, it takes a couple of weeks. So they shipped it over here. And, I mean, I didn't really expect to have like a full race bike, but I didn't really know what I was getting myself into. I didn't know what kind of track they were going to build or whatever, but the Monster guys went all out. They built the track here. It's a motocross track, obviously, but they took half of it and built it into a Supercross track. It was like 3 lanes, 1 triple rhythm section, and then a whoop section, and then another rhythm section. So it was really cool, and I think it all kind of tied together really well, and I think everyone's pretty stoked on it, which was the goal, obviously. But yeah, we got some really cool shots, and you guys haven't even seen all of it yet. There's still some more to come. And
did like some locals come out of the woods and see this? Like, what people knew you were there?
There was definitely people at the track, and what's crazy is like no one. I'm really thankful that there's been no like leaked pictures, because there's been a lot of people see me ride it that could have easily taken a picture and posted it, but everyone was super cool. And I had one of my friends here that kind of set up the whole deal with the Monster guys and told them, like, all right, this is what we're going to do, and got the track thing all sorted. So it all came together really well, and I'm really happy about it. It's a special place, and I always come here, so it was like a perfect, like, I got to work for 2 days, and then I've just been here. I'm still here, just hanging out. So
listen, I'm not in your tax bracket, but I just got back from Hawaii. I'd been there for the first time since COVID. Chase, it's really expensive.
It is.
It's real, like food and coffee. Chase, it's so expensive, Hawaii. I know. Again, I'm not in your tax bracket.
No, it's expensive. Like today, I got 2 poke bowls with my buddy, and it was like $50 for like 2 little bowls. Yeah. It's expensive, but I mean, it's how they make their money here too, because you got so many tourists coming and people coming to their land, so they got to make their money and keep it afloat somehow. So I don't mind it, but it is expensive.
It's American. That's American. So we stayed at the Four Seasons.
It's America, but it's not at the same time.
Yeah, we stayed at the Four Seasons. 2 coffees every morning, my wife and I. $28.
I couldn't do it.
$28 for 2 coffees.
Well, think about the amount of travel he's going to have to do if he's basing himself out of there.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy.
If I could live and train here, I would. But the problem is if all the races are on the West Coast,
that's a big flight.
It wouldn't be that bad. It'd be 5 hours.
5 hours, yeah.
Going to the East Coast is like 13, 14 hour, 12, 13 hour flights. So that's not going to work.
Could you set up like a little boot camp there, or no? Is it still not practical?
You could, but thankfully that Monster flipped the bill on the track and stuff like that, because that would be super expensive. But just getting a track and like the bike and like being able to test over here, like it would be doable, but very, very like hard to do. So I just started training actually. Today was my first day kind of back training. Like that stuff's easy because you can train and do whatever you want here, but like the riding aspect is a little bit tough with the team and getting stuff sent over here. It was hard enough sending one bike, and Theo and Rango came out, so it's not easy, but you could definitely pull it off. I think my goal is 1 year before like I'm done racing, like my last year, I would like to do it over here and just build a little track and try it out. But until then, I'll just keep it in California and Florida.
Yeah, no, listen, kudos to Monster and Cowie and everybody. Really cool photos, good looking. Yeah, everything's neat. And I don't know how they let you have a bike on the beach in Hawaii. I don't know I don't know how that
I was
worked out.
scared. I don't like to like
Break rules.
bend the rules or break the rules, like or go against law enforcement. So
Yeah.
I had my eyes peeled because I was like, I don't want to get like this bike taken and put into like I don't know. So I was all nervous, but it turned out really good. So.
No, it was
Well,
cool.
not even the law, like just like the locals, right? Like
Yeah.
it's so like special over there.
Right. Yeah, all of that stuff. Yeah.
Well, thank God I have a lot of friends that are locals here because they're kind of like our security. So it's otherwise, if you just came over here and you didn't know anybody and you went and just did whatever you want, you can get in some big trouble.
Is there much for motocross over there, Chase? Like, I know there used to be, but I haven't heard much lately. Like, they have a little series or
There's
anything?
a Maui dirt bike track I saw. I stopped and looked at it one time.
Yeah, there's I think there's a track on pretty much every island.
Okay.
There's a track on this island, which is where I did the shoot. But everyone over here loves dirt bikes.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of trail riding, though. The trail riding here is so gnarly. One of my buddies races the Hard Enduro Series, and I went riding with him, and dude, the trails they're mental here. It's crazy. So a lot of trail riding, and like you see people out there with no shirts on, just like boots, and they're ripping in the trails. A lot of guys riding, but not a lot of like racing or anything.
Okay.
So a couple things. Theo Rango's your mechanic. Theo's your crew chief. That's the side you're going to be on over there, I'm guessing. Yep. And in Marchbanks, do you know Garrett at all? Have you interacted with them at all? Your new teammate?
Yeah, I know Garrett. Not great, but we grew up. He was like a year younger than me, but we actually raced at Loretta's in 2014, I think, on 85s, and he actually beat me.
Mm-hmm.
So we grew up racing a little bit, but I know him just from seeing him at the races, but nothing too crazy. But I'm happy to have a good teammate, and he's awesome. So I'm glad they got a guy and somebody we can kind of go back and forth on settings, stuff like that. So it's better than just being by yourself.
Yeah, absolutely. No, for sure. It looked like it was going to, that's interesting. And I think Garrett's got a lot of potential. He's a really good rider.
I think he can do really good, especially he's so big on the 250. I know that from experience. It's really hard, especially outdoors, to make that work. And I think him on the 450 is going to be really good. He's raced the 450 a little bit already, but having a factory ride and a team to kind of have behind you, I think he's going to be really good.
I think so too. Like he passed, 140 riders or something this summer because he just couldn't get starts, right? His
starts weren't ideal, but I don't think that's all him. It's more just how big he is.
Yeah, no, exactly, right, for sure. Chase Sexton, the new Monster Energy Kawasaki rider here on the Pulp Show, brought to you by Renthal. Please check out renthal.com. Shop direct with them now. Free shipping as well. Orders over $99. Okay, so MXDN. Have you talked to them about MXDN, Cowie? Is that something they want to do? What'd they say?
I talked to them before I signed, and I told them that it's a race that I want to do. I haven't been able to do it the last few years, but it's definitely a race that I would love to do, and they're as of right now they're willing to support it. So we'll see, and I think we have somebody that's like willing and really gung ho about going there. They'll support it. So. I guess we'll see. Yeah,
and then you're going to be at Chambers' place for base yourself out of
Chambers.
there? Okay.
Yep, Chambers, we're back there.
Mm-hmm.
It's just me and PRMX. So got the track actually built last week, the first one, first Supercross track, and then we're going to get another one built probably in a month or so. So everything's kind of coming together, and we got a shop built, everything. So I'm stoked. I'm stoked to be back there and back where I was in 2023. Yeah,
it sounds like you're changing some things up a little bit, going back to your old program that you know. Look, you won on a KTM. You almost won the damn Supercross title. You won an outdoor title. So no one can look at your KTM thing and be success and be like, oh, it didn't work. But it does sound like you want to get back to where you were.
Yeah, I'd like to get back to where I was in 23 and around there. I just felt like I was more comfortable. Not that I wasn't comfortable at KTM, but I felt like I was happier, and I was just able to kind of do more what I wanted back then. So that's kind of where I'm at now, and kind of my mindset, and get back to like having some freedom and being able to do what I want, and just it's kind of my mindset. So it's falling together good, and I'm happy to to be back at Chambers and just kind of doing my own thing.
Yeah, let's talk KTM a little bit. Obviously, you did that thing with Troy Adamitis a little bit. For people who didn't watch it or whatever, you got into a little bit there. But, I mean, like you mentioned, it wasn't even like, you were back with Jade, so you knew him well, and Ian Harrison means well, but they're a different company, aren't they, than sort of what you were used to at Honda and maybe even the FC days? Is it right to say, Chase, that as nothing personal, but you maybe didn't gel with the people around KTM?
Yeah, I mean, you could say that. I don't really want to get into it. I'm kind of move my and change my mindset forward. But yeah, I feel like I didn't really just fit in well there. Nothing bad. Just our personalities, I don't think really meshed that well. So
right.
That's kind of all I'm going to say. I don't really want to get into it, and I'm just happy to be moving on and on to new things.
Did you have any relationship with Dan Fahey at all before you started talking to Cowie?
Okay.
No,
I didn't. Honestly, I hadn't really talked to them a lot until like this whole thing went down, and Bruce and Dan and all those guys are really cool. And it's funny because when I was on 65s, I always wanted to ride for Team Green.
Yeah.
And I was always kind of on the bubble between being like just average and not the standout guy, and not the guy that was winning championships in the amateurs. So I could never get Ryan Holiday to give me a ride. And like ever since I was little, I always wanted to be on Team Green. They had the best like amateur setup and everything. So it's kind of funny now to come full circle and be on the main team, and it's pretty cool. So I'm excited to work with them and get to know a new group of people.
Right.
Yeah, I was going to ask. Obviously, this summer wasn't great. A few injuries here and there, and this Cowie deal. I mean, of course, today was day one of the announcement, but I think it's been out there in the kind of public eye that that's the direction that you were going. How does somebody at your level keep focused? How do you keep the drive going? I mean, even when you came back, it was still good. How do you keep focused knowing that the direction is going a completely different way with new people, new everything for 2026?
Yeah, it's not easy, but when I go racing, like my goal is to win, and at the end of the day, it's an individual sport, and like stats stay with you forever.
Right.
So when you go racing, you want to go out there and win and put your best foot forward, no matter who you're racing for and what the future holds. So that was kind of my mindset. I just wanted to go out there, and I owe it to myself to, if I work this hard, to go out there and try and win, and that's kind of just what my mindset was. Yeah. So not that I was like looking to the future or dwelling in the past. I kind of just wanted to stay present and go out there and try and win. And I won one outdoor race, came close to two. But yeah, it was definitely a trying outdoor year in SMX, obviously. But every time I line up, I just want to win. Yeah. So that's kind of where my head was at.
You know us idiots in the media, Chase, and I don't put Jorge Prado on the same level as you, but he's a really great rider. And you know us idiots in the media are going to be watching this all year long. Just FYI, like Chase on a Cowie, sure. Jorge back at KTM, and again, I don't put him on your level, but just results wise, right? I do think though, like I know the Cowie guys pretty well. Bruce I've known well for forever, and Dan's Canadian, by the way. So we get along great.
I know.
But I think they feel beat up from this summer for all the things that happened and everything else. They also haven't won in a long time a title. It's been a bit of a break for those guys. Do you sense with the team, like, hey, we're hungry to also, like, erase the summer where everyone, not everyone, but say 50% of the people are saying the Kawasaki's no good. Look at Prado. And then 50% of the people are, saying, like, it's the team and everything else. Do you get a sense from the team that they're eager to, sort of change public perception?
Yeah, I think it's actually from both parties, my side and their side. Like, I think the tail end of this year was rough, and Supercross, I didn't get what I wanted. So my goal was obviously to get back to the top and come out a better version of myself. And I think they're also in a position where, like, we kind of both have no option but to win. And that's the only goal, and to get back to winning. So I think it's kind of the perfect storm. I mean, that's what I'm hoping. And so far, they've been super, super open with my ideas and everything that, like, I wanted to change. They've made the changes, and it's made it better. So I think right now, we kind of both have the same mindset of getting back to winning and getting back to the top. So that's my goal, is to get them back there and obviously get myself back there. And it's kind of a cool atmosphere right now.
Yeah, I bet. I mean, like I said, you guys are in this together, so it's really nice to see that. Can you take anything? Now, obviously, they have different people in-house over there at Cowie working on the Showa, but it's still Showa stuff, like you mentioned. Can anything transfer over from your Honda days? Like anything at all, where you're like, hey, I like this, or did they say anything about like, oh, hey, we can do this, anything like that?
Yeah, we haven't really got that far. Like as far as like we kind of just been. The first thing was just to get the bike, like, all the cockpit, everything, like all the stuff that's easy to fix, like that stuff, get that out of the way, and then kind of work on. We worked a little bit on suspension, but to be honest, I was like not super. Like I was pretty surprised, and like even if I didn't like the suspension, the bike still worked pretty well, which I was kind of like mind blown. I haven't really felt that in a while, so we haven't worked much on suspension, but I don't think like I won't be asking you like, oh, can I have my Honda stuff and put that on there? Like I ran the BFR when I was at Honda, and now that thing's kind of like gone.
Yeah,
so
that's true. Yeah,
I kind of just start from scratch, and I learned a lot when I was at KTM about how I like my bike and what I wanted from the thing and how I wanted it to act. And I learned a lot about testing, because that's pretty much all I did at KTM was test and test and test and try and make it better and try and make it better. So I learned a lot from that, and that's something I can take into this and try and build a bike around me. And that's right. Kind of where we're at now.
The cool thing is, not that I was anywhere remotely close to your level, but spent a lot of time on Cowie, Steve. You know that, right? Rode Cowies for a long time. They're so consistent, that bike. Like, it doesn't do anything like overly like, oh my God, or the other way. And then when I switch to KTM, very similar, you either fit that bike or you don't. So the Cowie is a very neutral bike to ride, which I think is easier to set up and easier to test, because it's more consistent, if that makes sense. So I think that will be a good thing for you, because the KTM, you could make one change and it's a drastic change, where the Cowie is a little bit more, softer changes, I guess you could say.
Yeah, actually, I was just talking to Brock the other day. Like, it's funny because kind of how Jason and Jorge had the bike set up, it's not really how I like my bike, and it's, I feel like it was more old school kind of thing. And we kind of went in the opposite direction. I told Brock, like, it's cool because I feel like you can ride the bike even if you don't like it, but you can ride it in so many different.
Still feels okay.
Yeah, you can ride it in every. Like, if you want the rear low or rear high, like, you can ride it both ways. You want the rebound fast, rebound slow. Like, you kind of make it and morph it into something that you like and kind of tailor it to you. And I feel like even when I was on the Honda, I always wanted my rear lower, and it never really worked. And then I went to KTM, and, like, I always put my rear high because that's how I can get it to turn that way. Yeah. So I feel like how you said, it's really, like, neutral and in the middle, at least so far. I mean, like, we're still in the honeymoon stage of this whole thing.
You're gonna get into it.
Yeah, so
but that was
really cool. I think you can morph the bike into what you want.
Yeah,
I mean, listen, I'll vouch for Chase here. Early in the KTM contract, and when he was winning and everything was going great, and Chase, you did tell me a couple of times, like, the bikes, I don't know what the bike's going to do all the time. This was legitimately something you talked about with the KTM, right?
Right. Yeah. Yep.
Where you were like, hey, I can hit something 10 times, and then on the 11th it goes crazy. So, yeah, maybe the Cowie will be just a better platform. How much did you want to race something before A1, or did you not? It's not on the agenda. Cowie didn't want you to do it. Did you come close to showing up at a world round or anything at all?
No. I'm at the point now where I just want to, like, put all my eggs into one basket and get ready for our main series, obviously Supercross, Motocross, and SMX, and kind of just put all that effort into those series. So, like, right now in my career, I'm still in my peak and my prime, and I want to be able to, like, maximize that. So I feel like when I go race those, or if I go race those overseas races, I would lose a little bit of time in testing or training and stuff like that. So that's something that I want to do later in my career, but right now it's not really in the cards. So I never even asked or brought it up.
Okay.
Does that bother you as an athlete, like, at your level of seeing your competitors, like, doing these other races? Or I guess you're in your mindset of I got to do what I got to do, or I guess.
No, I mean, to be honest, I like it because I get to watch, and I'm a visual learner.
Okay.
And I like to watch because, I mean, during the year, you never get to, obviously, if you're healthy, you're racing, so you don't get to watch. So I actually enjoy it, and I like to watch racing just as much as when I was little. So it's cool to kind of take that time and watch, and if you can learn a few things or just enjoy watching racing. So I actually enjoy it.
Yeah, I know just with some guys it would be mentally, oh, shit, my God, like my competition's out there racing, and they're getting gate drops in, but I guess at your level, it's water under the bridge.
Sexton,
it's Chase Sexton, yeah.
Right.
My last question was for you. Kier still on the practice bike wrenches for you?
Yep, he's still there.
Good,
he's still there. He made his announcement post today too.
I saw him I saw it on Facebook with the Monster hat on. So
I didn't see this.
Yeah, he said
I follow him.
I'm liking green or something.
Oh,
green looks good or something.
Okay.
I laughed so hard when I saw that. It was hilarious.
he dropped his own PR.
Yeah.
I know people were when Kier was listed that KTM suspension, and people are freaking. I was getting hit up like he's selling works parts. I'm like, no man, like
it really wasn't that
you
big
really
of a
think?
deal.
Yes.
No.
Calm down, everybody. Calm down. You know.
Yeah, I bought that stuff, and I was just trying to get rid of it and get my money back out of it.
Oh, people were fired up.
Who thinks
ill-willed about it? I just wanted to get my money back. I know there were some people that weren't happy about it, but
who thinks the dad
it is what it is.
is selling factory parts on
I
Instagram?
know.
Like, calm the fuck down.
It was stupid.
People
but that's the world we fucking live in.
I know,
so
dude.
It doesn't matter.
I guess people just don't even know.
Yeah.
It wasn't easy getting that suspension, though. I can tell you that.
I'm sure it wasn't. Yeah, no, exactly. I kind of know the little bit of the backstory behind it. So, hey, before we let you go, Chase, and again, thank you for the call tonight. Appreciate it, calling in from Hawaii. Is this going to change the Lewis-Phillips relationship at all? Is it going to make it worse? Like, are we worried about this? Cowie, I don't know.
I'm not sure. I haven't really heard much from Lewis.
Yeah.
I thought he was going to be on the show maybe, but I haven't heard much. He was crickets in the group chat today, too.
Yeah, sad. That's really
I saw
sad.
Lewis put out a tweet.
It is really sad. You have a rough few races. You have a crash at the last race. I haven't heard nothing from the guy.
No, he's moved on to Tommy Searle and Max Anstey, I think.
Yeah, well,
he's probably going to go back to KTM with Jorge.
Yep.
So
yeah, he's a big Jorge guy.
It's
for
sad.
Sure. Yeah. Nope.
It's sad. We'll prove him wrong, though.
Yep. All right. Anything else for Chase Sexton? Go ahead, Dave. Yep.
Yeah. This is more of like a marketing question, but I know you follow other sports. I'm sure there's other athletes you're fans of. Do you ever look at them and see like what they do and feel like you want to bring that into moto? Like, I know you're transparent, you're great in interviews, but like, are you aware that you're one of those guys in our sport and want to really show your personality more?
Yeah, I do love sports, and I like to even old stuff or whatever it is, or I feel like it is more open. So I feel like I push the line maybe a little bit. Like, I feel like I'm kind of like flirting with saying too much or not enough. Or no, actually, I never say not enough. I always come on the line of like saying too much or giving too much information, which I've gotten in trouble for. But I wish we could be a little bit more open, and it was just more relaxed. Like, we don't always have to wear pit shirts to the press conference, or you know what I'm saying? It's just so like we're so in a box sometimes. I feel like it hinders us a little bit, but I don't know. I feel like it's getting a little bit better, like with Hayden and Jed, and it's getting a little bit more open. So hopefully we can kind of keep that trend going, and we can get this more honest. Because fans are always like, even this year when I was hurt or stuff, like I can't really say much because I'm getting told from company side, like, don't say anything, but then the fans are saying, oh, you're not telling us anything. I'm like, dude, I'm stuck in the middle. I can't say what I want to say, so why say anything at all? And I don't know. It's a tough spot to be in, and I feel like the fans don't get to see that or hear about it because it is, when you're riding for a corporate team and stuff like that, it's just there's only so much you can say, and then you get in trouble, like I said, with the fans. So you're in between a rock and a hard place a little bit sometimes.
Do you think this will be better over Monster and Cowie? You feel like it'll be better that way?
I mean, we're a little bit early into that, but
yeah.
I think the one thing I've seen that I've experienced so far with Cowie is that they always, whether it's a yes or a no, they're going to tell you the truth, and they're going to say the truth, which I respect. Like, if it's a yes, then great. If it's a no, just tell me. I don't want to beat around the bush. So they seem truthful so far, and I like that, and that's what I've enjoyed the most, at least at this point.
Cool. Honestly, great to hear from you, Chase. Glad everything's going well. Cool PR, cool deal. again, from Monster and Cowie, doing it in Hawaii and all that. So I want to thank you for giving us the interview. Thanks, Chase. You've been the breaking news for today, so appreciate that.
Thanks, guys. I appreciate you having me on.